The human life is full of questions. To have the peaceful and successful life, we need to answer all the questions of the life. If there is no, if the answer is missing, the life would be in the state of miseries. So the first question is, what do we need? I think all of us needs intelligent healing cryptogram to empower ourselves to enjoy sustainable, reproducible peace, pleasure, and healing, and the freedom from all the disorders and the diseases that we are supposed to avoid. So basically, all of us needs a metaphysical antidote. We need metaphysical antidote. So what is the name of that antidote that we are going to discuss? GCLP. GCLP is the metaphysical antidote, right? Now the next question is, are we suffering from any mystified confusion? What do you think? I think all of us are suffering from mystified confusions. Our brains, our hearts, our lives are full of confusions. Our present perceptional and empirical based information system basically confuses and mystifies us about our own existence. The present information system, we are getting tons and tons of information from all the sources. And in the last 15 years, after this digital explosion, we are continuously bombarded by the information that is basically increasing the confusion load in our life. We always think whether our present physical constructed biology is merely beautiful, rhythmic, swift, and effluent accident. Many of us are in this direction, that our physical construct or physical construction is a beautiful accident. Many of us are thinking, as a human I am talking, as a humans, many humans are thinking that life is a beautiful accident. So the third question is, of course, before I go into the detail of the third question, life is not an accident. It's an order. It's a beautiful order. So this perception is very much wrong. So the next question is, what is the mechanism of creation of universal process? Because to answer the query of accident or order, we need to study the process of universal creation. Now, at this stage, the humans are adult enough to say that the formation, configuration, shaping, and dynamics of this universe is the result of big explosion, the Big Bang, right? Moreover, the humans are aware that expansion of the universe is continuously in the state of expansion. So this expansion of the universe is also dependent on the fact that every event in this universe is an outcome of previous event. So the expansion of the universe is an outcome of Big Bang. So what was before the Big Bang? Therefore, one can say the previous choices creates new choices. The parents give the birth to the child, and the child would become the parent, and another cycle. So this is very important to understand Because in the spiritual pathway, you need to keep an eye on your previous choices. That's why we say, if you have selected the wrong choices in the past, say astaghfar to neutralize the impact of those previous choices. And remember one thing, that all choices are productive and fertile. All choices are fertile. Don't think the choice that we have made in the past was infertile. Every single choice is fertile in a right direction or in the wrong direction. So finally, we can conclude that we are the result of old choices. Right? So the next question is life is merely a game of choices or something else? Of course, in essence, the life is based on choices and selections. Later on, the multiplication of the choices manifested as a conceivable structure. But the question is, who made the fundamental choice? The Almighty made the fundamental choice. So we are the product of His choice and His selection. He selected us. He selected the angels. He selected everything. He made the choices. He made the choice to create an elephant or a human being. So the next question is, what is the link between the choices and perception? What is the link? Intelligence as a main tool that is erected on our perception and choices. And the process of discovery, because we are in the process of discovery. Right now, me and you are trying to discover something. We are trying to unfold our spirit. We want to augment our spirit. So we are in the process. The learning is a process of discovery. Once you will learn, you will discover. Once you will learn something, you will understand something. So the process of discovery depends on 4 important items. KIPB. KIPB. Knowledge, intelligence, perception, and belief. So these are the 4 important aspects of the process of your discovery, whenever you are intending to discover something. And this KIPB has a power to change the architecture and the construction of the biology. This is a very fundamental power behind the mojaza, the miracles, and the karamat, and other things, the superstitious things that happens in the life. So, unless somebody is able to find the right direction of the KIPB, he will not be able to manifest, to practice as a productive man. If you are not a productive man, it means you are a destructive man. So we can, by the power to change, we can reconfigure the proportion of energy, matter, time, and space. The mystic has a power to see the edge of the universe. The mystic has a power to change the reality. because he has power to change, because he has right and rightous KIPB. He has a rightous knowledge, rightous intelligence, rightous perception, and rightous belief. So, as a mentor, you are going to achieve these things. So, this final life reconfiguration is the manifestation of your working paradigm. So, once the KIPB merge together, it forms the working paradigm. And this working paradigm, once it is focused, right? So, this is the very important thing to understand why today we are going to discuss the paradigm, right? So, the next question is how the working paradigm is constructed and makes our behavioral patterns. How? What is the relation between the paradigm and behavior? What is the relation? Right? Our physical existence in this world right now, me and you are sitting in the same room, our physical existence in this world is one of the best examples of the complex interactions that happens between inner and outer. Our physical existence is a beautiful outcome of complex interaction that happens between inner and outer. The inner of your existence is called soul, spirit, and the outer is called physical body. And there is a very trivial interface present with significant degree of coordination. It is very subtle, this interaction. That's why we are unable to take a picture of this interface. But there is an interface present between your physical body and the spirit. Although it is trivial, but it has an excellent degree of coordination. So, the best example of this phenomena is the computer system. The interface, if you want to appreciate the value and the process of interface with significant coordination, the computer is the best example. Right now you can see I have a laptop sitting in front of me. This computer has a hardware. Me and you are seeing the hardware of the computer, of the laptop. And inside the laptop there is a software. And there is a computer operator. And the fourth one is the computer developer. So these are the four major parts of computer operation: the developer, the operator, the software, and the hardware. And the one more thing is energy. If there is no energy, all zero. Right? Therefore, the brain is the hardware. The hard is the programs and the paradigms. You as you is the operator. And the God is developer. And spirit is the energy. Right? So I think this is... So next, the next question. In this game, what is the value of anatomical brain? What is the value of anatomical brain that is sitting inside the cranium in the spiritual process? What is the value of anatomical brain in the spiritual process. Brain is an anatomical physical station. The brain is an anatomical physical station where all orders, thoughts, beliefs and behaviors happens. For work to happen inside the anatomical brain structure, the brain is equipped with different waveforms. The brain has different waves present inside. The brain matter contains different wave system. This brain waveform activity commenced at zero time of our existence, the time when the formation of the anatomical mind itself started, when we were in the wombs of our mother. That at that very time the waveform started, and the violation and the abnormal vibration of those waveform known as epilepsy. Epilepsy. If something happens bad in the waveform, it manifests as epilepsy. Epilepsy, the seizures. So there are two types of epilepsies that happens inside the human brain. The thinking epilepsies that creates the chaos in internal dialogue, and the manifested epilepsies that manifest as convulsions or seizures, grand mal epilepsy, petit mal epilepsy, partial seizures, absent seizures, right? So there are two types of epilepsies. One are the spiritual epilepsies and the second is physical epilepsies. Now the next question is, where are our life signatures? Where are our life signatures? Because we know that without signature there is no registration. So where is the signature of the life present? This is very interesting. You should remain attentive. At the time of arrival in this world, we were initially in the realms of consciously unconscious. When we arrived in this world, we were consciously unconscious. And the primary signature of our life started with the state of innocence and ignorance. At the time of our primary signature, we were innocent and we were ignorant. This is very, very important, because in the process of spiritual unfolding, you have to go back. The curve back school system. Curve back within yourself. So because in this world we are in the forward direction of movement. So once we are in the forward movement, I bought a new car, you bought a new house, you got a new position, she got a new job. It's a forward movement. So in the spirituality, you have to reverse back everything. You have to reach to the level of your primary signature. So once you will know the primary signature, then you will try. So this is the target of your spiritual sound box activation system and other method that we are going to use in this spiritual journey. Subsequently, when we were a toddler, or not rather toddler, when we were infant, and after the infancy we started to grow. Subsequently, during the process of growth, on the basis of our education, experiences and environment, the higher changes, these are the higher changes, they started making our thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, intentions and attentions. And finally, all our life attributes and projections are manifested as a secondary signature of our existence. We were born innocent, but many of us will die as egoistic, right? If you remember Abu Jahl, he died in the highest state of egoism, right? So it means that we were not the brain, but brain is the part of us. We are not thoughts, but thoughts are the part of us. We are not the belief, but the belief is the part of us. We are not behavior, but behavior is a part of us. We are not intentions and attentions, but intentions and attentions are the part of us. But our wrong direction, our wrong thinking patterns thrown us in a wrong direction. That's why all of us are invariably spiritualist, but many of us are not able to taste or to smell the S of the spirituality because of these wrong things. So the next question is, what are the brain waveforms? They are 4 in number. It's very interesting. This part is very interesting. There are 5, but majorly there are 4. The delta wave, the theta wave, the alpha wave, and the beta wave. Theta wave exercises are very popular. YouTube is full of theta wave exercises, right? So they are misdirected theta wave exercises. Why theta wave? Where we want to take our intentions and attentions. So GCLP will answer all these questions because it is the foundation of GCLP is science and divine knowledge. So inshallah we are going to answer all these things. So rhymes of the life commences from the realms of the innocence and ignorance. Initially we do not know anything. At a basic level of awareness, the appearance of delta wave is just a little twist about our wakefulness from the realms of innocence and ignorance. Delta wave is not more than a switch on signal of the biological life process, right? So delta wave appears at a 0 time at birth. It's a primary signature. The frequency is 0.5 to 4 hertz. And it is the foundation of future working paradigm. It is the foundation of future working paradigm. And at that stage, we were in the state of open eye unconsciousness. Open eye unconsciousness. So in sound box activation system, we have to be in the state of open eye unconsciousness. We should be consciously unconscious. Delta wave stage is the stage where you are consciously unconscious. Open eye unconsciousness. So if you want to revert back your working paradigm, you have to bring yourself in the state of delta wave, not the theta wave. At the age of second year of life, the humans exposed, or theta wave appears rather. And it's a secondary signature of your existence. The frequency is slightly higher, 4 to 8 hertz. And this stage, you are in the state of open eye imagination. Open eye imagination. This open eye imagination provides the opportunity for the development of infrastructure regarding your thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, intentions, and attentions. And it provides the initial outline of your working paradigm. And at this stage, you are consciously semi-conscious. At the age of 7, the alpha waves appear. This is the wave of your tertiary signature frequency is 8 to 12 hertz. It is the first signature of our existence. And open eye flexible consciousness. It is a stage of open eye flex consciousness. You have to understand and remember these things, because during spiritual exercises you have to hit these things. At the age of alpha wave, or at the time of third signature or alpha wave signature, tertiary signature, we experience our own existence. The ego started to build. The ID, the self ID started to build at the age of 7. I am Asif. You are Ubaid. Right? So, alpha wave stage is the identity of your ego and your ID, self ID. So, at this stage, we are in the stage of passive consciousness. Passive consciousness. And at the age of 12, the beta wave appears. The birth, the 3 years, the Razat time, the 7 years, and the 12 years. It's a fourth signature. Frequency 12 to 35. Active awareness of the self. Active awareness of the self. Consciously conscious and actively conscious. Ready to take decisions. Ready to reject the things. Ready to accept the things. Willing for the rewards. Going away from the punishment. Right? So, this is all about the waveform. The next question is, what is the difference between occult mind and overt brain? The brain is sitting in the cranium, is the anatomical brain. But where is the mind? The mind and the brain are the important glasses to analyze our inner and outer. Mind and brain. Mind and brain. For in GCLP, whenever I will use a word mind, it means I am talking about heart.